Hey Aqua, Ali from Indigo Ascension, Queen of Wands. I'll keep shuffling. This is your quick read for the week beginning October the 25th. Now, how to pinpoint which astrological placements are relevant to talk about. It's all relevant, okay? But it goes without saying, and I've said it to every zodiac. If you haven't already, check out the last few weeks worth of readings. You may or may not remember that I talked about this new moon in Scorpio a few weeks ago, when in fact it was a new moon in Libra. The new moon in Scorpio happens next week, so perhaps this portal of time is relevant, and the messages in those readings might be relevant for you now. Take it however it resonates. No doubt we have entered Scorpio season with the sun in Scorpio, and this week we've got Mars in Scorpio, and Mercury is not very far behind. All of this Scorpio energy is highlighting your 10th house, which is your house of success, career, recognition, feeling like that's everything I'm being driven towards, you know, with all this Mars and Mercury energy as well. All right, so I just wanted to cover the Scorpio archetype. It's no stranger to emotions, that's for sure. It is the ruler of the 8th house. It rules regeneration and transformation. So when it comes to 10th house energies being activated by Scorpio for you guys, there's perhaps many Aquas out there that really want to transform and regenerate this area of your life called success. I'm going to be driven to succeed. I'm going to be wanting to make some strides and plans, at least get very crystal clear about the visualizations and what that might look like for me, yeah? And I can't not talk about this archetype energy of Scorpio when it comes to Scorpio in Mars, which is what this week's readings will loosely cover. You know, when it comes to Mars in Scorpio, that archetype is the emotional seer, okay? And if you think about it, when we've got the gift of being able to truly connect in to the true emotional states, intentions, desires, and fears of others, you know, therein lies a great power, okay? And if I'm able to connect into the deepest vulnerabilities of another, there is also going to be that very human type choice, you know, it's a crossroads. Am I going to use that for good or ill? So that's going to be floating around in the collective. And all this Scorpio energy, I mean, Scorpios aren't afraid of emotions, but is our world at that level of being able to master them? That's the other question. Scorpio, you know, invites us to really dive deep and get comfortable and raw and real and sit with them and really address them, you know, but perhaps our world has taught us to suppress them and ignore them and sort of really remain logical and think things through rather than feel things through. So what feels like positive drive and what feels like genuine confidence and success and recognition for you guys, and that's going to perhaps be the focus for the next 6 weeks. This transit's around for a while. It's not just a flash in the pan and a weekly reading. So, you know, just wanted to sort of mention a key couple of archetypes that will be floating around in the collective. And of course, you know, how the collective processes this energy, Aqua. Many might still be sort of integrating deep wisdoms and making practical steps with the Libra energies from last month, okay? So I know there is this mashup here. So I did want to offer the collective an opportunity to do an intuitive reading. So take this moment to press pause perhaps, and connect in. So everyone's going through their unique experiences. You know, you might get something from the tarot cards that answers questions and gives you confirmation, clarity, and a bit of guidance perhaps, okay? So that's the astrological lineup and what we're dealing with, but of course the last few weeks of energies might be relevant to Aqua. Underneath the deck, my friend, we have the Fear card. The 8 of Swords keeps us trapped, yeah? What is it about success that we are most afraid of? You know, it brings me to that Marianne Williamson quote, you know, perhaps it is not our darkness but our light that most frightens us. Go and Google it, go and have a look at it. Reread it, I'm sure you've seen it many, many times. The 7 of Swords, we cannot deceive ourselves anymore. Remember when I was talking about this scorpionic energy, this Scorpio energy certainly, you know, there will be this aggression, tension, conflict, and the desire for it type energy around, you know, because when we're getting to the heart of emotions, touches the rawness of people, and we can react, we can feel really uncomfortable just because, like I said, just because Scorpio's okay with their emotions doesn't mean the collective is. So there will be themes and topics that sort of hit on nerves and whatnot. But the promise of that is emotional mastery and not to deceive self. I talked about that crossroads, you know, if I can have that power, there's that great power to choose to manipulate or not, or to choose perhaps an opportunity to deepen compassion, understanding and acceptance, then, you know, we've got to be able to identify how that happens in our everyday lives and in the choices we make, and especially with self. How are we manipulating self to continue to make choices that don't lead to success? Where are we allowing ourselves to deceive ourselves when it comes to keeping us away from an opportunity at growth and success, all right? So take it however it resonates. The reason I say that is because underneath the 8 of Swords is the 7 of Swords. I had to edit this video because my little dog was barking at someone that was at the front door. Okay, where do we allow the interruptions to get in our way? All right, maybe that's relevant. Alrighty, in the past, Aqua is the 2 of Cups. This is about emotional harmony, recognition, reciprocity, you know. This is just that continual my heart sees your heart. There's a journey here between the 2 new moon portals, perhaps, all right? There's a beginning, an emotional beginning, something that I can start and feel successful in. It doesn't have to be career related, but it also, most importantly, is something that I deeply emotionally resonate with when it comes to whatever this concept of success, you know, and growth and recognition is for you guys. The Sun is above the reading along with the 5 of Wands. When I'm looking at these 2 cards, make no mistake, I'm certainly very clear about the conflict, and that is the potential perhaps this week for you guys. I finally understand what is the inner or external conflict, or, you know, I'm nurturing myself away from what feels like conflict or feeling conflicted. Like I said, where are we deceiving ourselves and keeping ourselves further away from what feels like true success simply because of fear? Alrighty, what's likely to happen next? There's a beginning. This is a start. This is the Apprentice card. Doesn't matter how we start. And again, Aqua, you guys are really processing 10th house stuff. We're going, and Mars in this area of your life, Mercury in this area of your life, and the Sun in this area of your life. You're not going to be able to avoid these thoughts about what success means for you and what recognition. You know, there's going to be very big drives for many Aquarians to achieve something in this regards, in this area of life, okay? There's also this very patriarchal masculine energy to the 10th house as well. There's going to be a very big opportunity for you guys to feel supported by the stars, and I can't say that enough, alrighty? But just being aware that underneath all this there are fears, and they can be deceptions, okay, that feel like it's going to take too long to begin something or start something or see something through, or something feels slow moving. Look at all this stress, and the 9 of Swords is there too. All right, what we're trying to do is come full circle, my friend, okay, with the Judgment card even further at the bottom of the deck. Alrighty, my love, hope you got something out of that, Aqua. That was your quick read for the week beginning October the 25th. Until next week, have an empowered week and take care.